Much. Today marks the beginning of the trial for two Gloucester parents facing child abuse charges. Investigators found the couple's 6-year-old daughter in a crib turned into a cage in April of 2011. Investigators said she was near death, weighing less than 16 pounds. 10 on your side's Andy Fox covered this story from the beginning. He's live now in Gloucester with the latest on the trial. Andy?
Well, Katie, it is very difficult to get a jury in this case because so many have heard so much about it. I was just up in the courtroom. We only have one official juror right now after looking at 12 of them. So we have one right now. What I thought would be really interesting on this first day of this jury selection is to take you inside the courtroom. Cameras are not allowed, but we do have an artist rendering. This is from our wonderful courtroom artist, Albert Bergoli. Let me explain who everyone is. At the head there is Circuit Court Judge Bruce Long. Over on the left, you have Brian and Shannon Gore. They're on the left. They were brought in from the Norfolk City Jail, where they remain in jail without bond. Their attorneys are above them. Ron Smith represents Shannon. Tim Clancy represents Brian. Over on the right, standing, you have Gloucester Commonwealth's attorney Holly Smith, no relation to Ron Smith, and her assistant Megan Swisson. They are the ones who are the prosecutors. Earlier today, 10 on your side had an exclusive interview with the Commonwealth's attorney who started this case, Bob Hicks. Bob Hicks was the Gloucester Commonwealth's attorney when the Gore story first broke in 2011. Today, he is in private practice. In this exclusive interview, we ask him about the difficulty in sitting a jury, given the facts of what was found in Brian and Shannon Gore's home.
What are your thoughts?
Be interesting to see if they can get a jury. I hope so.
Why do you think they would not be able to get a jury?
Well, I mean, thanks to folks like you. But it's been a couple of years.
Due to the gruesome facts of the case, a 6-year-old found in a crib made into a cage. The story is emotional and complicates the ease of finding a jury. Potential juror number 67 had to wipe away tears during the voir dire questioning on whether she could be an unbiased juror.
From what you've seen from the evidence, what's the most important evidence there is? The pictures of her? How she was found?
Yeah, it's got to be the videos, I would think.
Now, this is, of course, a very emotional case with a lot of graphic detail. If you're an attorney, you really don't want to take this case to a jury, but that's where we are right now. The Commonwealth's attorney wanted the jury, and that's what they have. There has been a motion to have a change of venue because so many people know about this case, Katie, but right now that consideration is on hold by Judge Long. Now, both Gores have pleaded not guilty to the two charges, felony child neglect and aggravated malicious wounding. Now, with the felony child neglect, the maximum you can get is 10 years, but the Commonwealth wants a lot more than that, so they will have to prove that there was serious, irreparable damage to the 6-year-old at the time by being kept in the crib made into a cage. That is aggravated malicious wounding. What you get for that is 20 years to life. So the Gores are looking at life. There is a great hope on the Gores' part that somehow they're not able to sit a jury here because so many people have heard about it, but they're up there in jury selection right now, taking a small break at 1 p.m., and we'll have more for you coming up in our 90 minutes of news. Katie, back to you.
Andy, very quickly, is there a guarantee that this jury selection could wrap up by the end of the day, or would they have a decision by the end of the day if they're not going to seat a jury?
I don't know that, and that's an excellent question. We have 175 potential jurors out there. The judge is looking for between 20 and 24 to whittle down from that. But right now they have one. They're continuing to make their way through. It's a very long process. They're bringing them up 3 at a time, and it takes 20 minutes roughly for each of them. So you can do the math, and you can realize that this jury selection could well go into tomorrow, and probably will. They want to wrap this by Friday. There's a chance if this continues going forward that it would go into next week as well. But it's very difficult to tell on the first day going through this jury selection. Good question, Katie.
All right, Andy.